Hello chess lovers and welcome to our channel. Behind me you can see the third world champion, Jose Capablanca, and he has written a book which I believe is the seventh best book, Chess Fundamentals. It was written in 1921, but my edition is from 1934. During this time, a revolution took place, especially in the middle of the 20s, called the hypermodern revolution. And he has written in his preface that the so-called hypermodern theory, those who have read the articles may well have thought that something new of vital importance had been discovered. The fact is that the hypermodern theory is merely the application during the opening stages generally of the same old principles through the medium of somewhat new tactics. There has been no change in the fundamentals. The change has been only a change of form, and not always for the best at that. In chess, the tactics may change, but the strategic fundamental principles are always the same, so that chess fundamentals is as good now as it was 30 years ago, 1921. And I also believe, 1934 is nearly 100 years ago, but this book is still valid for players on different levels. So how is the structure in the book? Chapter 1 is discussing very fundamental things like some simple mates, pawn promotion, relative value of the pieces, and in the second chapter he discusses the opposition, but also the differences between knight and bishop, as well as how to mate with knight and bishop. And in the third chapter how to win with knights in an attack, and also how to win without knights. So he emphasizes how to play with knights. And the fourth chapter is about the initiative, which is very typical of Capablanca because he developed that element on a higher level. And chapter 5, endgame strategy. Of course, he writes about rook and pawns, but also about the difficult ending, two rooks and pawns. And chapter 6, he continued to discuss the middle game and focus on pawn structure and holes. He's discussing a variation in the open Spanish where you get a hole on c5. And the last part 2, is a very interesting part because he has 14 illustrative games, and several of these games he lost. Capablanca was of the opinion that you can learn a lot by studying your lost games. There are not so many players who emphasizes their own losses, so Capablanca is a rare writer in that perspective. So I strongly recommend this book, Chess Fundamentals. If you don't have this in your chess library, you should try to get it. You will never regret it. Next time I will discuss what I think is the 8th best chess book. I will discuss 10 books in total. See you next week.